Hi. So this is going to be my project pitch, and also you know my name, it's on the board there for you. So let's get on to this, shall we? First off is the synopsis. What I have planned, obviously you can see on the screen, I wanted to go a little different with my stuff, because when we did the Dilly Gaff stuff, I found more interest in that than I did with Detox or anything else, as it was more out of my comfort zone. So I've wanted to go for a punk-like skater boy who aims to go against all the authorities and cops and stuff. You know, like stuff nowadays. So, mainly because their laws that they have brought in are obviously going against the people who are innocent, citizens, kids, all that. And so, unfortunately, that paints him as someone who's a rogue or goes against the system. That is until he saves a kid from being harassed by a police officer. Why that? Why not? I also wanted to send a message that judging people who are different from the system of what they say is not always correct. No one is obviously going to be perfect for the system. That's the point of the entire thing. And that it's not okay to have a perspective to be forced upon other people who are innocent. How am I going to convey this idea? Well, I wanted the impact of people seeing that rules are sometimes meant to be broken or bent. The art style I'm going to do is a little bit more scratchier than my usual, because I want to show a not so perfect system that they think they have, as well as dynamic camera angles, an idea of a chase scene, and another thing with the colours. I want them to be bold, but when it gets to the chase scene, it will be a different colour depending on how long it goes on for. So the longer it's on for, the duller the colours get, because of exhaustion. And yeah, I think that's it for that one. This is the inspiration I took. This has been ripped directly from my Dilly Gaff stuff, and I feel like it kind of speaks what it needs to. As the reason why I want to do this is because punks usually advocate for things like feminism, being for gender equality, and mutual respect for everyone else. They fight for the people. They don't fight for a system. They fight for what is right for the people. And this is completely out of my own comfort zone, because I have never done anything like this, and I personally feel like my own morals align with punks. I may not look punk myself, but I definitely work like how they do. Because advocating for people's rights instead of the government's laws is more important and should be very much respected, because no one deserves disrespect. These are some character sheets. These are not final ideas, these are character sheets. First we have the main guy himself, Owen. He is 21, he is a skater and an artist. He's obviously a punk. He's angry a lot because of how people respect him. So of course he's going to be angry. Imagine being oppressed constantly because of who you are. And he's seen by society as a monster, which is what they see there. They see him as cruel and a problem that needs to be fixed. We have the officers. Pretty straightforward. Protect and serve, as they say. They don't. They actually protect themselves, if anything. And then we have the innocent little kid, Bailey. 7 years old and a complete innocent person. Someone who needs to be protected. But you can see where this is going. Anyways, for my target audience, definitely young adults, maybe even teens as well, from 16 to 25 at least. I want them to feel like they have something to connect to, something to protect them, something to align with how they want to be respected as. I personally know how it feels to be disrespected because of who you are, and I'm sure all of us do as well. No matter in what way you see it, no matter who you are, everyone can be disrespected. And that's why I feel like this story is very important for those who are specifically teens. Because teens go through a lot, and I'm sure we all have as teens as well. And sometimes they feel like they don't have someone or somewhere to go to, or something that understands how they feel, how they want to be respected. And that's what this entire story is about. People who need someone else in their own dark times of need. And it's now the final concept. Again, we have Owen. And as you can see, Owen has actually had an inspiration from someone on TikTok, purely because of their style. His name is Snaxton Official on TikTok, and he is very punk. He's also very sweet. I have interacted with him, and I even got permission to use him as one of my inspirations for Owen specifically. It's just the same thing for Owen here. It's the same income description, just more extended. He goes against the rules, desecrates buildings that are owned by the government, or even buildings that are owned by businesses who are greedy. Depending though on what business or anything like that, shops, art supplies and stuff like that, he will depending on what it is, and if they treat him wrong, he will spray whatever he wants on it. That could be, not so nice things, or actual nice art that he does. Because again, he is an artist. We have the officers. Now, I'm pretty sure you're all probably wondering, why are they the same? Well, when you treat people constantly, over and over again, with disrespect and intolerance, you will see them as lazy, a slob, stuck up. And that's what I wanted to convey. That's why they're all the same. They look all the same. Because no one wants to be treated wrong. They follow a law that now has been passed in this own world, where the officers can now defend themselves if they feel threatened. Not if they threaten anything else. If they threaten anyone else, that's fine. But if they threaten them, that's what becomes a problem. Even if they're a kid. Now thousands are now scared to even provoke them accidentally in any way. Just because they're asking for help, they could get hurt. And finally, we have the concept for Bailey. More upset, more scared, and just a lost kid. A kid lost in the city trying to find his mother again. So who do you think you would go to if you're lost somewhere and you need help? An officer, wouldn't you? You'd go for a police officer, someone who's of a big business who could help you, or who knows, even maybe a random stranger. However, because the new law was passed, what do you think is going to happen to this kid? He's going to get hurt, isn't he? Because an officer might feel threatened by a kid. How? We don't know. We'll never know, because that's exactly what it's like in real life now. So when Bailey goes to ask an officer for help, he's met with hostility. He's hurt. And because of this, he can't trust anyone again. And that is my presentation.
Thank you. Yes, clap because I can't do it.
Thank you.
Can you just clarify what that law change was? I think I might have missed it.
The law change was that basically the law passed that when a policeman or police officer feels threatened
Right, okay.
by anyone,
Yeah.
no matter who you are, then they can do course of action.
Right, okay. Thank you so much. Brilliant. Are there any other questions?
We do like backgrounds for like the city and like the setting.
Oh yeah, I will do.
Furthermore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do plan to have it like quite all scratchy and funky looking.
Yeah.
So,
That's fun.
any
Okay.
other questions? Can't think.
I don't think you mentioned a storyboard, so how would the scene play out then? Would it be the main character like jumping in to save the kid, or
Good question. So basically, it will start off with Owen spray painting or something, and the police officer notices him. They then have a whole chase scene where he's going past a bunch of people, a bunch of businesses, maybe things that he's desecrated before, and probably more officers come in to try and take Owen down, because obviously he's a societal menace. And then finally, maybe near to the end, you'll see that the kid is actually being hurt badly. And then, because he's on a skateboard, skates him up and takes him away. And actually, he finds the mother, takes the kid back, and she's obviously very thankful. So, that's pretty much how it's going to play out.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions? Done. Okay.
Thank you.